What's up, guys? Headed up here to pick up Bobo from school, and then we're gonna head over to the farm, to Pawpaw's farm. We got a little surprise for you guys that we got in the other day. So we've had these, been talking to the guy, had them on order since, I don't know, I guess it was the end of last year. And they finally came in this past weekend. We got everything put together, and we've really been putting it to the test, and it has definitely proved itself. So we are gonna get Bobo picked up, and then we are gonna head to the house and jump on and do a little review for you guys. So one of the other cool things about this bike that I failed to mention a minute ago is when you have examples like my dad. So he's on there's Bobo being crazy. So he's got a prosthetic leg from his left knee down. So kind of an e-bike in general has always kind of been out of the question. So he would never really have the opportunity to do something like that. Well, this here opens up a whole new world for him. So now he can e-bike it right along with all of us. As you can see, there he is. That was rear only. Here it comes. This is him coming up that hill. Did you notice any lag in power? Was you in boost mode?
Oh yeah.
And nothing? All right, how about trying to come up this hill right here? This is a pretty good one right here. How about try to come right up this hill right here? Guys, while they're going down there to get ready to come up this hill, I mean, you can see the tracks where they went down and came up. I mean, this hill is no joke. I mean, even my other bike, and again, won't say any names, but my other bike, it has issues coming up this hill, and it's a 1700 watt bike. Here he comes in boost mode. I mean, this is a good hill. Any issues? None at all? Not lagging power?
No, 80%. I came up, I was running about 40%.
Perfect. I mean, I know it's hard for you guys to see at home, but I mean, that's a hill. That is a good hill. And then these other ones that Bo came up is crazy. It's pretty intense. So as you can see too, with the ground clearance on these, I mean, you've got plenty of ground clearance. When it's propped straight up, it's probably close to 12-inch ground clearance. I mean, I know that's one of the questions that we had before we looked into it and talked about being a distributor, was we wanted to make sure we were pushing a good product. But I mean, like I said, guys, your wives, your kids, anybody can do this. You turkey hunters out there. All right, guys, we're fixing to go up this mountain. I mean, it's a mountain. Can't really do it justice from here, but that is a mountain. I'm gonna have Dad follow me on the four-wheeler, hold the camera. You see it?
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, kind of put behind us and stay behind us.
Gotta say,
To give you an idea of what I just came up, there's your mountain. And the only reason I had my feet out to the side is because it's wet. As you can see, it's wet. And it kept slipping. But if it wasn't wet, I could continue right up that mountain. Guys, this is the ultimate whitetail turkey hunting machine. All right, let's just see if I can get down it now on the bike or scooter. We shall see. That was a mountain. That's a mountain, man.
you climb that, even on a four-wheel drive, that's a mountain.
What's up, guys? So just wanted to do a quick review. This is kind of what we was been excited about telling you guys about. So this here is the Hardcore ECycle Maverick. Super excited about this bike. So this is something that I've been in touch with the owner of the company since last year sometime. We've had multiple conversations about the bike and about its capabilities and what the bike's going to be able to do and how it's going to perform, and kind of also who it was built for. This bike, or scooter if you want to call it, was totally built for the whitetail /
turkey hunter in mind. So if you look back here at the back, which I'll bring the camera up, but no more chains. So no more chains, no more sprockets, no more nothing like that to deal with. You've got a front and a rear wheel drive. We did some videos on this, plan to do a few more, but we also did some videos on this yesterday, and I'll have some of the footage from that in this video of some of the hills and I dare say the mountains that we went up with this thing. I have another bike, and won't say the brand, not bashing any companies whatsoever. Great bike, has been very good to me. I want to say it's 17, maybe it's 15 or 1700 watt. I'll have to look and see, but it's a mid-drive motor. There again, it's with a chain. So the other day, my son was riding it. He had a strap come out. It caught the chain, and chain snapped. Now luckily, we happened to be at the house when all this took place. So that was great, because I just ran it over to the bike shop, and that's where it's at right now. It's getting took care of, no problem. Now, had I been 5 miles back in the woods in Illinois or Kentucky or wherever on a turkey hunt or deer hunt, I would have been upset, because at the only point in time, the way to get that bike out is either A, have the tools with me, or B, really just kind of push the bike out till I get to somewhere where I can get it to somewhere to get fixed, especially if that would have been day one or maybe day two of the trip, and now I'm out of a bike. You know, what I've kind of relied on to get me from A to B or to the tree stand, or maybe I'm setting trail cameras, getting cameras out. But this is going to be awesome. This is unlike anything in its class. There's nothing else out there that's quite like this. Yeah, there may be some other scooters out there, and there may be some other bikes out there, but I'm telling you guys, I've never been on anything that is quite as powerful per se as this is. You can either put this on just rear wheel, you can put it on just front wheel, or you can put this in front and rear wheel drive. It's got several different modes. It's got eco mode, it's got sport mode, it's got sport plus, and it's got boost. Battery, from what I've talked to the owner, Steve, great guy. From what I've talked to him and the conversations we've had, you're looking at around, you know, trying to be realistic, you know, if it's not nothing crazy as far as crazy hills or nothing like that, probably around 30 or so miles on kind of the mid mode. I will say this, we put these bikes through a lot this weekend as far as riding and staying on them. My son, Bobo, he has been all over the place on this thing, loves it, but even with him riding it as much as he did, we still haven't wore the battery down. We still haven't got the battery down. I think it's on like 68 or 70% right now, even after all the hill climbing and going up the mountains and everything we did yesterday. I mean, we're still at that percentage. And the other plus to this is, let's say you have kids, or you have a wife or whatever that wants to go hunting with you. Maybe you even already have a bike, but you know, their issue is getting on the bike. I know that's something, you know, Bobo, he's 11 now, but you know, last year and even the year before that, you know, I was with him trying to ride, say, Dad's bike to the tree stand with me. There would be a lot of, like, when he was on it, his tiptoes was trying to kind of touch to stop himself, and he would have to slide off the seat and slide down and then kind of jump up on it and give it gas to get it going again. Well, not with this. Not with this. You can just basically step right up on it. The other plus to it is you take somebody like my dad, a lot of you don't know, a lot of you do, but he was in a hunting accident back in '09 where a tree stand broke with him while he was in the stand, went through a lot of surgeries, which is a whole nother subject for a whole nother day, but it turns out he's a prosthetic from his left knee down. So we went through this whole ordeal with him, trying to find low bikes, trying to find step-through bikes, anything we could find to make it easier on him. But this has been a game changer. With this, he just simply just steps right up through it, just like so. He can sit down, he can stand up, he can even, if he wants to, you can do it while you're going, and I've got videos of it. You can ride it while you're standing up. If you want to ride it like a conventional scooter type, it's got a rack on the front, which is a max 10K load, so you can put whatever up here, whether it be your bag, your hunting pack, whatever. We even looked at fixing something up here to where we could put our bows or maybe put our guns. Here on the back, you've got a big, nice, flat platform, so I know like on what I'll probably wind up doing is putting some type of basket or something back here on the back to where I can put, whether it's my sticks, my saddle, maybe I put my gear in the back and some of Bo's up front. Of course, you know, Bo, he'll have one too, he'll be on one, but everything you see here is what you're getting when you get one of these bikes. So you're getting the front rack. This is not an extra accessory. You're getting an LED light on the front, which is extremely bright, so bright that I don't really know that you would want to have it on while you were probably going to the woods. You may just want to use a headlight. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about it. I kind of thought when I first heard about it, I was like, oh yeah, well, the battery's probably not gonna last that long, especially when it starts pulling the hills where we're at. It's not gonna make it, yada, yada. I mean, of course, I had all my doubts, just like everybody else has their doubts every time something new comes along. But I know that Steve and I, when we were talking, he was like, Adam, I really truly feel like that we have built, he and his team has built the perfect whitetail wagon. This is the unit for the whitetail / turkey hunter in mind. I mean, this is going to be the deal, because you have so much less that you have to worry about, and everything is so easy. It's got a place right here on the side. You just unplug, plug your charger in, wham, ready to go. You got a kickstand. I mean, you could ride this thing straight up. I know one thing I used to worry about with my bike was with my chain and stuff. When I would pull up to, say, my tree stand and I wanted to lean my bike over, well, I had to worry about it laying it down and in the debris or in the weeds or whatever, and I would always have the briars and I'd have the grass or whatever try to tangle up in the chain, and then when I would pick it up, I was having to get down and constantly pick stuff out of the chains on the bike. It was just so aggravating, and you didn't want to ride with it because you didn't want that stuff getting hung up in the chains or in the sprockets or in the gears and mess it up. I know if you have a bike, you've been there. We've all been there. So it was just something that I was constantly having to worry about, you know, make sure everything was clean. I didn't want any issues. I didn't want nothing to break. There's just nothing on this. There's nothing. There's nothing. You have a motor up front. You have your motor in the back. There's no, even your wires are all tucked neatly. They're tucked neatly up. You don't have anything to worry about. You got a front brake, you got a rear brake, and you even got the adjustable shocks on the front. The seat, if you're like me, one of the things I was like, oh man, I wish it had like a suspension style seat or maybe some suspension in the back. Well, that was thought through. After talking with Steve about it and asking him about it and saying, hey, I noticed there's no suspension on the back. There's a reason for that. They actually did a prototype, and when they put the suspension in the back, what was happening is when you would get down on the gas or you would give it time to go or you would throttle it to go, what would happen is the bike would sit down. It would suck up a lot of the power in the rear, and it was giving them a kind of a substantial loss of power per se. So to combat that, what you can do is you can actually order you don't even have to order it from them. I mean, you could order it off of Amazon or wherever, but they make a suspension style seat. I've actually got one ordered that's coming in, but it's a suspension style seat to where it gives you that flex. So over those little bumps or ruts or whatever in your logging roads at deer camp or whatever, it will help, and you won't have as much as a hard hit, which it's not bad already. It's really not. These seats that are on this, these big, huge cushion seats, these are what come on this bike. So this isn't any, like I said, this is no upgrades. This is what you see is what you get. Customer service has been top notch. Any questions, anything I've had, I'm not calling a 1-800 number to sit on hold to wait to talk to somebody. I'm talking to the owner of the company every time I call, him or one of his colleagues, every single time, and they have been pronto about answering any questions I have. Super nice group of individuals to deal with. And the other thing is the price point on this thing. So this, everything you see right here, shipped to your door, $34.99. $34.99 shipped to your door. And they may even, if you talk to Steve, they may have, that's something I haven't asked, is about like financing. I don't know if they have that yet or not, but $34.99, guys. If you will, if you'll reach out to me, if you're interested in this, reach out. Bobo Outdoors. You can message us on Facebook at Bobo Outdoors, or you can send me a message, Adam Tanner. We are going to be probably one of the Southeast distributors of this cycle. I mean, I believe in it that much. I think this thing is going to be awesome. The biggest thing is just getting people on it. Once you're on it, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing at what this bike is capable of doing. I keep calling it a bike, it's more like a scooter, but what this thing is capable of doing, from the ground clearance to the wheels to the tires. So we will be one of the Southeastern distributors, and I may be able, still talking with Steve about it, so get in touch with me, because I'm able to save you some money on this unit when you go to purchase. But get in touch with me, get in touch with Bobo Outdoors, and we will get you fixed up and taken care of. But I'm gonna steal the camera right quick, and I'm gonna go over just a few quick things on the bike, so you will be able to see how easy this thing is to work. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so right here in the back, you'll see it's the trusty Bafang rear motor. And also right here in the front, same one. Anybody that knows anything about these bikes or has had experiences with them can vouch for the Bafang motors. Right here, you have your release, your battery release. You can simply turn that. These keys right here, what these are for is that you can lock in your battery. So you could lock it in, take the keys with you. You don't have to worry about anybody coming by and snatching the battery. Anything like that. Down here, you simply remove this. You can charge the battery out on its own, or if you got the battery in, there's a little plug in right here. You just plug it straight in like this, and it will charge overnight. You got this nice textured standing plate / foot plate. So you don't have to worry about your feet sliding off of it if you're standing up or whatever. You can see the back rack back here that I was talking to you about. That's a nice flat back rack. So if you want to mount something back here on the back of it, you can. Same way with the front. This is the front rack again, guys. All this stuff comes standard with this bike. This front rack, this is nothing I had to purchase extra or anything like that. The LED light that you see here, you can see none of that is extra. All this comes, this thing came crated up. It literally took me and a buddy of mine, it was just nice to have an extra set of hands. Took us probably, I don't know, I won't say 15-20 minutes, and we had it together. It's just like you see. So there was nothing to putting this unit together. It was very simple, very easy, very self-explanatory. So right here on the handlebar, I'll show you. So you got these, let me get the focus right. So you got these buttons right here, and this middle button is your power button. So you're just going to press the power button, hold it down, screen turns on. See the hardcore screen, and it comes up. There's your it's got your, I got it on kilometers right now. I could change that, but you can see my battery life is 70% up top. Right now it's on eco mode, which is the lowest mode, which is going to save you the most power. If you come back over here to the buttons, I'm just going to use the up button. If I press up, it's going to change it to tour mode, which is one more power up. Then you've got sport, sport plus, and boost. Now, if I want to change it, as you can see that I've got it on rear wheel drive, if I want to change it to front wheel, it's as simple as coming over here and just double clicking. Now I've got front and rear for FR. If I come back over here and double click it again, now I've just got front. back, double click it again, back to rear. Simple as can be, guys. Also, this is your button for, whoop, there we go. This is your button for your light. You just press it in, press it off. It's that easy. You got a nice horn right here. If you want to hit the horn, you can use the horn. I'm gonna power this thing off so I can show you a few more things. All right, powered off. So you got typical front brake, your rear brake, and the way this is, instead of wearing your thumb out, we've all been there, and instead of wearing your thumb out trying to work a thumb button while you're riding a bike, I know Bobo, especially kids and stuff like that, have complaints. So this right here, all you do, it's just like a dirt bike. You just turn this. This just turns just like a throttle. It gives you all the juice you want, just like a throttle. Easy as that, guys. But listen, Hardcore ECycles, this is called the Maverick. Get in touch with me. Get in touch with Bobo Outdoors, Adam Tanner, Facebook. Call me, whatever you need to do. I'll get you in touch with the right people. We'll get one coming to you. Great customer service. Not a huge lead wait time right now. We've got some of these in stock. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to also look at seeing about maybe getting you guys some type of a discount code for coming through Bobo Outdoors. But yes, we are going to get you guys. We're going to get you guys fixed up. I'm telling you, this is a unit that you won't regret. One of the best purchases that I think that we have made as far as hunting goes. This is going to be a game changer this year, especially after seeing the power and the things that it's capable of. This is truly going to be a game changer in places I can get to, places me and Bobo can go, getting stands to the woods, getting sticks hung, sets hung, even just checking trail cameras and checking for sign or scouting. So, all right, guys. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment in the video or shoot me a text, do whatever. Same way with Bobo Outdoors. All right, peace out.